guys, it's Amy at Zoe back, and I'm going to do my weekly reading update for July 8th, 2018. So I had a pretty good reading week, I would say overall. Like, my page count was just extraordinary, and I realized I don't have a book here. Oops. Anyway, we'll deal with that in a minute. So, I did actually read a lot, but I also had a huge kind of hiccup in my plans. My cat just jumped on the top of the chair. Okay, anyway. Cats. I have cats everywhere right now. I put a new bookcase that I made on 4th of July. I bought it like 3 weeks ago. I finally put it together, and I'm trying to organize my office. Again, you can't see it. I've hidden it. But if you see my other videos, like my stats video, you'll see the pile of stuff I need to go through. Well, now the cats are all like, oh, this is new. There's a new bookcase. So, you know, it's going to be for storage, not for books. So I know that sounds wrong, but I need storage for all my office supply stuff that I don't have anywhere to go. Anyway, either here or there. The cats are distracting me. Well, let's just get on. So, so this week I did finish a good book, and I am so glad I read The Firebird by Susanna Kearsley. This was, it's loosely connected to The Winter Sea, which I had really enjoyed years ago, and then I just recently reread it in order to read this book because I didn't know how connected they were, and I'm glad I did because the connections were enough that I wouldn't have remembered them, and it's because it's been so long. And so sorry, the cats are distracting. But this is a historical fiction about it has two timelines. One is back in the 1700s, going through a few countries from Scotland to I think Belgium to Russia. And then the other storyline is the present day, and I like this one because again, she sometimes has a little magical element in it, and had psychics in this one, and I thought it was really fun. To me, it was different enough that I enjoyed that, and I love the history of the older timeline. Again, the 1700s. I think that was all interesting because it was all stuff I didn't know, and the descriptions in here of Russia were awesome. I really enjoyed that. So this was a great historical fiction. I liked both romance lines. They were both, I believed them kind of thing, and I liked the way everything turned out in the end. I mean, I was satisfied with the way everything went. So I really enjoyed this, and I definitely picked up a few more of these books because of that. I really enjoyed that. So then after that, I did pick up a book that I can't show because I forgot. I left it at the library. I took it to the library because it was due. And that was Forest Bathing by Quinn Lee and Dr. Quinn Lee. Anyway, it was a book on, you know, being out in nature and de-stressing and how to remember that we should be out in nature more than we should be here. God, the cats are insane this morning. I don't know if you could hear that. He was running around out in the other room. It was a really good book. I don't have a copy of it here. Sorry. But it was really easy, light nonfiction. It does make me want to go out and be in nature, which is good. My only problem is there is sun out there. And as I've told you guys before, I have an allergic reaction to the sun at this point. So, and it's not medication wise. I just got, you know, a certain thing that I don't like the sun. Anyway, my skin does not like it. So, I definitely am going to be looking into, there is a park pretty close by, well, between home and work that I think might be enough cover that I could, you know, maybe walk in there. So I'm going to try to check that out in the next week. I just hadn't had a chance yet. But that book was really nice. I would really, if you like really pretty pictures of Japan, they have a couple other countries that they show too, but again, he's from Japan, so it talks about there more. And it was a really pretty book. So sorry I don't have it here with me. As I said, I had to return to the library because it was due. So at the same time as I started that, I picked up The Heart's Invisible Fury by John Boyne. And I hate to say this, but at this point I have set this book down. I read 70 pages approximately. I had a lot of trouble with this, and I know people are raving about this, so I can see why. I mean, it's not that as I said, it's not that it was bad. I got to the point where I was not trusting the characters, which seems kind of odd, 70 pages in, I'm already thinking that. But the first section threw me off, and I think I am just not ready for this right now. So it's a story about Cyril, who is, you know, born in 1945 1945 about. So his mother is an unwed mother in that time in Ireland, which of course is not looked upon very well. And she has her own traumas and things that are going on. But the way the first section was written just threw me off. It was very distant. I didn't feel as much of a connection as I wanted to. And that upset me. Because then by the time I got to his story, which again, it takes place between now and his whole life, pretty much, growing up in Ireland and being gay. But my problem with this was that first section really just didn't resonate with me. I had trouble with it. I sympathize like with some of the stuff in here, but I also got angry because of certain things, because I was like, wait, I don't understand. That doesn't, it's not it was the distance. It was, we got her story, but not maybe enough of her feelings for me to really like her, because there was some things that she did that I did not like, and so I didn't trust her. So anyway, I'm having trouble with this book. I'm setting it down for now. I just figure I'm being too critical, or I'm just not in the mood for this. As I said, when I got to his part, I still felt the same thing. I didn't trust the narrative, and I think it's because of that first section. So I don't know what it is that is, that's what's upsetting me about, it's something about the narrative. There's a distance there that I don't like. So I put that book down, which is kind of sad because I've been wanting to read that for the last like 5 months, and I just haven't gotten to it. And now I tried it, and I was like so not happy. So then I'm like thinking, oh, I'm gonna pick up The Children of Time by Adrian Tchaikovsky, and I did start it. I read probably the first 3 pages, and then I was like, no, I don't really feel like a science fiction right now. And I don't know, for some reason I'm in a weird kind of historical mood. So I picked up a classic instead. I decided I'd pick one off my list of I have a couple videos from earlier in the year about 10 books I want to hit of nonfiction, classics, and literature, fiction anyway. But The Moonstone is one by Wilkie Collins that I've been wanting to read for months, ever since I read The Woman in White last October. So I picked this up, and I am so glad I did. This was just what I needed. It was, it just drew me in, and I am totally enjoying it. I'm about 330 pages in. I have about 170 left. So I'm closing in on the end, and it's all the twist just happened. So I'm all excited to pick this up again today. So I don't think I'll finish this today because, again, 170 pages. For me, my attention span isn't that long for a classic or a long book for some reason. So I'm hoping to get a lot done today, but I don't think I'll finish it. But as I said, I am so glad I picked this up. I am thoroughly loving this. It's considered one of the first detective novels, maybe even the first. And I can totally see why. I'm seeing the parallels to Sherlock Holmes, where this is written 30 years before that. So I think that was really interesting to me, because again, I've read a lot of Sherlock Holmes, and he's one of my favorites over the years, and it's great. But the mystery itself of the Moonstone, of how it was lost, and it twists and turns, and there's characters. He writes characters so well that you want to believe them, and then you're like, wait, what? Why are they doing that? And then you don't know why, their motivations, and it's all very interesting. I love, the characters all seem very complex to me, and I thoroughly enjoy that, which I got out of the last book I read. And I'm so glad that I bought like 4 more of his books that I can read after this. This was just great, and I'm still reading it. I'm hoping to finish it either Monday or Tuesday. Just depends on how things go, but I am so glad I picked this up, and that this is resonating with me. Like, this is what I really want to read. And then so I've been reading that since probably like the 5th. So but on Thursday I did pick up a couple library books. So one of them I did already read. I read Herding Cats by Sarah Anderson. Now you've seen a couple months ago I read 2 of her other books that came in. Again, these are just comics, and they are just so cute. They're cute. They're just so cute. They're cute because they're about anxiety and about an artist and how she loves her pets and loves her boyfriend and her, you know, just social stuff and introvert. And a lot of it resonates with me. I think they're so cute. I mean, I just love them. Anyway, so I like seeing them online. I follow her on some social media stuff, but I wanted to get her book just to go through the whole thing. So it took forever to get to me because I was pretty low on the list when I realized there's another one coming out. So I finally got it, and now that's done. So going into the week, as I said, the Moonstone will probably take me into Monday, probably Tuesday. It just matters on how much I get done today. Now, if I actually, you know, hit it and able to watch it without watching BookTube or watching TV, I could get a good chunk of that done. I don't think I'm going to get 170 pages done. I don't think I have the attention span to sit and read that much today. So I'm pretty sure, I mean, I'm hoping to crank out 100 and then maybe I can finish it Monday, but then Monday work and you never know. Anyway, so I'm guessing by Monday or Tuesday I'll finish that. So I have 2 books left. Again, Tone Topple goes through Thursday. So I don't think I'm going to finish another book before the end, but as I said, that would mean hopefully I'll finish 2 books and then I'll be into a third. So I do still have The Children of Time, which again is a science fiction book about humans germinate a planet that they're going to travel to and to live at. Something goes wrong and another species comes to fruition from that, and then I think they're battling for the planet. I'm not quite sure. I actually don't know. I just hear the aliens are awesome in this and everybody likes them. So I really want to read this. And again, it's the first book by him that I have to read. I have another book of his that I bought that I don't want to read until I've read at least this one. This is the one I want to read. So I do want to read this. So it's still pretty close on my TBR what I want to do. But my library book came in for The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang, and a lot of people are talking about this. I'm not sure this is a book for me at this point. Sometimes I have issues with, I know a lot of people like the schooling, you know, then to war kind of trope. And I have sometimes some trouble with that because, well, I've been out of school for a really long time. So it's not my thing. That's not what I look for in a fantasy, is for that journey. I like journeys where they're learning things, like, you know, but I don't know. So it just depends how this goes. So I'm kind of thinking I might pick up this one next instead of Children of Time, because this is a library book and there are definitely holds on this. So I only have, and as I just got this on Thursday, so I have 3 weeks from Thursday to finish it. So I'm figuring I probably should pick this up and at least try it. So I don't know if I'm going to like this. I don't know if I'm going to read it yet, but this is probably the book I'm going to pick up after the Moonstone. So if you guys have read this, let me know what you thought. But I'm kind of on the fence about it. I don't like to always pick up fantasy books that are really hyped at one time. I'm definitely, I don't usually get to stuff that quickly. So the fact that I got this library hold so quickly kind of surprises me. For me, this was pretty quick. Anyway. So that is all that I read and all that I'm reading and hoping to read in the next week. What are you guys reading? Anything good? I am going to put up a reading vlog that I'm doing this month. They're kind of boring. It's not going to be a big deal. It's probably everything that I just talked about now, but you know, whatever. So it's probably going to go up in a few days. So we'll see how that goes. So anyway, I hope you guys had a good weekend, and I hope that you are having fun reading. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.